So dear students, welcome to the science class. So in the last class we are discussing about the work and energy topic. Right, in that topic we discussed about the law of conservation of energy, that is nothing but energy neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be transferred from one form to the another form. So we have a mathematical form of the law of conservation of energy, that is nothing but half mv square plus mgh is always going to give us the constant value. So let us consider the last topic of this chapter is power. So what do you mean by power? Now let us take an example. I am going to take two examples. Let us take A student, another student is B. Right. I am going to give them a homework to write down the 10 pages. 10 pages. So both the work is 10 pages. Here he is also going to write 10 pages. And here the B student is also going to write 10 pages. But if we check here, A is taking 1 hour time for writing the 10 pages. 1 hour time for the writing the 10 pages. Whereas B is taking 2 hours to write the 10 pages. Write the 10 pages. Right. So if we check here, A is writing 10 pages in 1 hour. So both of them are working same. Both are writing 10 pages. He is also going to write 10 pages. He is also going to write 10 pages. But the time taken by both of them is different. So he is taking 1 hour less. He is taking 1 hour more. So what does it mean? It means that A is more powerful than B. So B is less powerful than A. So what does it mean? That A is more capable to do work. He has more capability to do work. Whereas B has less capability to do work. They are doing the same work but time is taking more. B is taking more, because of that we can say that he is less capable to do work. His capability to do the work is less. Right. In the same manner, if we take another example here. So again A boy and B boy. Again boy A and a boy B. So he is going to lift around 50 kg weight. He is going to lift around 50 kg weight. He is going to lift at maximum 35 kg weight. He is going to lift around maximum 35 kg weight. So in which case who is more powerful, who is more capable to do work, to lift the heavy objects? So if you check here, A is more capable than the B. So B is lifting less weight, whereas A is lifting more weight. So by this we can say that A is more capable to do the work. Right, he has more capability. So that identification of the capability or the identification of the doing work is nothing but what? We are going to measure that thing by the power. We are going to measure that thing by the power. So if we check here, we are going to take the name more powerful man, more powerful equipment, more powerful vehicle, more powerful bomb. Right? Why we are taking the more powerful? So that if you check here, if you take a nuclear bomb, it is more powerful bomb. Why? It is going to do more damage. So if it is doing more damage, what does it mean? It is having more amount of energy. It is having more amount of capability to do work. If you take more powerful man, that is nothing but he is going to do lot of work. Right? If you take more powerful vehicle, if you take the example of a crane, it is going to lift very heavy object. So it is very, very powerful. So depending on that thing, depending on the capability to do work, we have another measure, that is nothing but power. So what is the power here? Power is nothing but what? It is the rate of doing work. It is the rate of doing work. At which rate they are going to do work, it is going to identify the power of that object. So in general we are going to say the rate of doing work is nothing but what? It is the power. The rate of doing work is nothing but what? It is power. The rate of doing work is power. Right. So power is indicated by the symbol P. Power is indicated by the symbol P. And its formula is, if we check here, P is equal to, we know that power is nothing but rate of doing work if there comes rate, we have to take the time here at the denominator section. So that is nothing but if it is rate of doing work, so that it is nothing but the W by T. So P is equal to what? It is W by T. P is equal to what? It is equal to W by T, where W is equal to work done. W is equal to work done, where T is the time taken. Where T is the time taken. So P is equal to W by T. And the SI unit of the power. And SI unit of the power is watt. SI unit of the power is watt. So watt comes from the scientist named as Watt. So in that name, to give some credit to that scientist, we are using the SI unit of the power as watt. SI unit of the power as watt. So therefore, 1 watt is equal to how much? What is the value of 1 watt of power? What do you mean by 1 watt of power? 1 watt of power. So what do you mean by 1 watt of power here? So let us consider the equation again. P is equal to W by T. So here, if W is equal to 1 joule, if the work done by an object is equal to 1 joule, and to do that work, it is taking time of 1 second. If it is taking time of 1 second, then power is said to be 1 watt. So if you use the formula, that is nothing but P equal to W by T. So that is equal to what? That is equal to 1 divided by 1. 1 joule divided by 1 second is going to give 1 joule per second. So which is equal to how much? Which is equal to 1 watt. Which is equal to power is equal to 1 watt. So power, 1 watt of power, 1 watt of power can be defined as 1 watt of power can be defined as when 1 joule of work is done. 1 joule of work is done in 1 second. If the 1 joule of work is done in 1 second, then we are going to identify that the power of that object is equal to 1 watt. That is nothing but 1 watt is equal to 1 joule per second. So another SI unit of the power is nothing but what? It is the joule per second. Joule per second. Right. Now, if you compare joule here, joule is very small in it. Joule is very small in it, as well as the watt is also very small in it. For that thing, we are going to take the power, maximum power, as in the unit as kilowatt. We are going to take the power as kilowatt. If you take here, watt very small in it. For that reason, we are going to take the power in kilowatt. The power larger unit. Power larger unit is taken in kilowatt. So that is nothing but kilowatt. Which is equal to 1 kilowatt is equal to how much? 1 kilowatt is equal to 10 raised to 3 watt. That is equal to how much? It is equal to 1000 watt. That is equal to how much? It is equal to 1000 watts. So that is equal to how much? 1 kilowatt is equal to 1000 watt, which is equal to 1000 joule per second. Which is equal to how much? Which is equal to 1000 joule per second. So this is the larger unit of the power, and watt is the smaller unit of the power. And depending on the capability to do work, we are going to take the power unit. So if it is doing more amount of work, we are going to take it as kilowatt. If it is doing less amount of work, then we are going to take the power as watt only. So that is nothing but joule per second. So this is about the power. So let us take the conversion unit of energy now. So we already know that unit of energy is equal to what? It is joule, right? So everywhere we are going to use the energy, so that everywhere we are going to use the joule unit only. But if we take the example of our household, we are going to consume large amount of electrical energy. Right, we are going to consume lot amount of energy, electrical energy for the equipments like fans, for the equipments like bulbs, for the equipments like greasers, mixer grinders. So the amount of energy consumed there is very high. Right, the amount of the energy consumed there is very high. So for that purpose, the joule comparative to that thing, comparative to the consumption of the energy in the households, it is very small in it. It is very small in it. For that reason, we are using another commercial unit for the energy. That another commercial unit for the energy is nothing but what? It is 1 kilowatt hour. We are going to use kilowatt hour is the commercial unit of the energy. So that kilowatt hour is nothing but what? It can be given as kilowatt hour. Kilowatt hour. It is the commercial unit of the energy. So we already know that watt is nothing but it is the power of that equipment. Right? That can be given as the total energy can be given as power into the time taken. Here we are going to give total energy as the power into time taken, and the SI unit of that thing is equal to what? It is the kilowatt hour, the commercial unit of this thing. So 1 kilowatt hour is equal to how much? It is equal to 1 unit. 1 kilowatt hour is equal to how much? It is equal to 1 unit. So what may be the value of 1 kilowatt hour? Now how many joules it is going to consume in 1 hour? We are going to see that thing. So let us consider this thing again. 1 kilowatt hour. So that is equal to 1 kilo is equal to how much? We know that kilo is equal to 10 raised to 3. That is nothing but 1000. So we put the value of kilo here, 1000 watts. Kilowatt becomes 1000 watt. Into 1 hour, we know that how many seconds are there? In 1 hour there will be 60 minutes. In 1 minute there will be 60 seconds. So that will be 60 into 60 seconds. That will be 60 into 60 seconds. That is equal to how much? 1000 watt can be written as joule per second. So 1 watt is equal to joule per second. If you remember the last class, that last section, that is nothing but power. So it is going to give the joule per second. So into 60 into 60, that is nothing but 3600 seconds. So second get cancelled. We remain with the joule only. So 3600 into 1000 is equal to how much? It is going to give 36,000,000. That much joules. That is nothing but 3,60,00,000 joules. It is nothing but what? How much? That is nothing but 36 lakh joules. 1 kilowatt hour or 1 unit is equal to how much? It is equal to 36 lakh joules. If you check your meters in your home, by which we are going to pay our bills, electrical bills, if you check that meter, it is going to show 1 unit, 2 units, 3 units. So 1 unit is equal to how much? 1 unit is equal to 1 kilowatt hour. So 1 kilowatt hour is equal to how much? It is equal to 36 lakh joules. That is equal to how much? 36 lakh joules. So which can be given and which can be written as 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 joules. 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 joules. So 1 kilowatt hour is equal to 3.6 into 10 raised to 6 joules. So this is about the commercial unit of the electrical energy. So let us consider some numericals which are given in your textbook. After that your chapter is completely over. So let us consider the numericals which are given in your textbook as examples. So let us take the example number 11.7 here. Two girls each of weight 400 newtons climb up a rope through a height of 8 meters. We name the one of this girl as A and the other girl as B. Girl A takes 20 seconds while B takes 50 seconds to accomplish this task or work. So what is the power expended by each girl? What is the power expended by each girl? So see here in the problem statement, they are given two girls are weighting 400 newtons. The weight of both the girls is equal to 400 newtons. And they are climbing a rope through height of 8 meters. So the height of that rope is given as the 8 meters. They are climbing that rope up to 8 meters, having the weight of 400 newtons. So one girl named as A, another girl named as B. So we have to calculate the power expended by the both the girls. So first we have to write down the given data here. So what is the given data here? So the weight of both the girls. The weight of both girls is equal to what? It is nothing but W. Let this be the W. So weight of the both the girls is same. So W is the weight of the girl A, W is the weight of the girl B, which is equal to how much? Which is given as the 400 newtons. Which is given as 400 newtons. So if you remember, what is the formula for the weight here? What is the formula for the weight here? We know that weight is nothing but what? It is the product of the mass and acceleration due to gravity. So which can be given as m into g. So mg is equal to how much? It is equal to 400 newtons, right? Next, if you see here, climb up to a height to a 8 meter. So both of them climbing the height. Both of them are climbing the same height. Both of them are covering 8 meters of the height. So height of the rope or height of the rope climbed by the girls. Height of the rope climbed by the girls is nothing but what? HA is equal to HB, since both of them are having same height, so that is equal to H is equal to 8 meters. That is H is equal to how much? 8 meters. Next, what we have to calculate? So the time taken to climb that rope by A is equal to how much? It is equal to 20 seconds. So the next time taken to climb by A is nothing but what? Let this be the TA, which is equal to how much? 20 seconds. And time taken to climb by B, let this be the TB, which is equal to how much? She is taking 50 seconds. She is taking 50 seconds. Therefore, power expended by girl A is equal to PA, which is equal to question mark. In the same manner, power expended by girl B, which is equal to PB, which is equal to question mark. So we have to calculate both those things. Right, we already know that power is nothing but what? It is the work done divided by time. P is equal to W by T. So we already know that the amount of work done is always equal to the amount of energy consumed. Right? The amount of work done is nothing but what? It is the amount of energy consumed. So what is the energy here? If she is climbing some height, that is nothing but the amount of work done is nothing but that amount of work done is going to store in the form of potential energy in that girl. If she is climbing some height. Right, if she is climbing a height, so that she is going to gain some potential energy. So the amount of potential energy gained by those girls is equal to the amount of work done they are going to do. So by taking the time there, we are going to calculate the power of each girl. So in this case, power can be given as, we know that power is equal to what? W by T. So in this case, W is nothing but what? It is equal to mgh divided by T. Or you can write here EP divided by T. So the amount of potential energy gained by those girls is nothing but the amount of work done here. So that is nothing but EP is divided by T. That is equal to what? mgh divided by T. mgh divided by T. So by using this formula, we are going to calculate the power of both the girls. So let us take the first thing. Power of the girl A. Power of girl A. So that is nothing but PA, which is equal to mgha, or it is h1 distance, height of both the girls climb the same. So that is nothing but divided by PA. So which is equal to what is mg here? We know that 400 newtons. So that is equal to 400 into height here 8. So the time taken here 20 is the, so 28 is the how much? It is equal to 160 watt, which is equal to 160 watts. Therefore PA is equal to 160 watt. 160 watt. So next we are going to calculate the power of the second girl. So power expanded by the second girl. Expanded by the second girl. That is nothing but PP. So second girl is nothing but girl B. So that is equal to what? PB is equal to mgh divided by TB. mgh divided by TB. So again mgh 400 into 8 divided by 50 seconds. So she is going to take 50 seconds time to climb that rope. So therefore 0 0 get cancelled. 51 are 58 are 40. So 8 8 how much? It is equal to 64 watts. Therefore PB is equal to how much? It is equal to 64 watts. So the power of the girl A is equal to 160 watt and the power of the girl B is equal to how much? It is equal to 64 watts. So this is the question number 11.7. Now let us consider the question number 11.8 here. A boy of mass 50 kg runs up a staircase of 45 steps in 9 seconds. If the height of each step is equal to 15 cm, find his power. Find his power. So what they are given in the problem statement here, a boy of 50 kg, boy of mass having 50 kg is going to climb a staircase. So the number of steps is there is 45. And if the one step is equal to 15 centimeter, then what will be the power of that boy if he is taking 9 seconds time to climb that staircase? So if you check here, this is the one staircase, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, up to 65, up to 45. So this is the first one and this is the 45. Right. So the boy is going to climb this staircase in 9 seconds. Having mass of 50 kg. Having mass of 50 kg. So how much work he is doing here? We have to find out we have to calculate the power here. So that we have to calculate first work. So how much work he is doing here to climb that staircase? That is nothing but it is the potential energy which is going to store in the boy to climb that staircase. So for calculating the potential energy, what we have to calculate here? We have to calculate the total height up to 45 staircase or 45 steps. We have to calculate the total height up to 45 steps. So they are given the one step is equal to 50 centimeters. Then what will be the height up to 45 steps? First we have to calculate that thing. Then we have to calculate the potential energy. By using that potential energy, we have to calculate the power of that boy. So we know that if the object is at height, then it is going to acted by a gravitational force, that is nothing but acceleration due to gravity, having the value of 9.81 meter per second square. But in the problem statement, they itself they are given as 10 meter per second square. So we have to use that value. Right. So for that reason, first we have to write down the given data to calculate the power of that thing. So what is the given data here? Mass of the boy. That is nothing but m is equal to how much? 50 kg. So mass of the boy 50 kg is going to climb this staircase. Then what they are given here? They are given the acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity. That is nothing but what? G is equal to 10 meter per second square. Then what we have to calculate? We have to calculate height of the staircase, total height. So height of the one staircase, height of one step is equal to how much? It is equal to 15 centimeters. Therefore, the total number of steps, which is equal to how much? 45. Therefore, the total height of the stair, the total height of the staircase is equal to 15 into 45. So if it is one staircase is equal to 15 centimeter, then number of staircases are equal to 45. So 15 into 45 is going to give us the final value of final height of that stairs. So 15 into 45 is equal to how much? That is equal to 675 centimeters. 675 centimeters. So the total height is equal to 675 centimeters. But as per our assigned conversation, we should get this value as meters only. Since acceleration due to gravity is given in the meter per second square, for that reason we should convert this into the meter so that we are going to get accurate value. Therefore, when you convert this into meter, 1 centimeter is equal to 100 meters. Sorry, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. In the same manner, 1 centimeter is equal to 1 divided by 100 meters. So we are going to divide this by 100 so that we are going to get the value of meters. So 675 divided by 100 meters. 675 divided by 100 meters. So therefore the h is equal to how much? 675 divided by 100. Then what they are given? They are given the total time taken here. So therefore total time taken. Therefore total time taken t is equal to 9 seconds. T is equal to 9 seconds. Then we have to calculate the power of y. Power of y, that is nothing but t is equal to quotient mark. T is equal to quotient mark. So we have the formula here. P is equal to W by T. So we know that the amount of work done on climbing that staircase or stair is directly equal to the amount of potential energy which is going to store in that void. So the potential energy can be defined as EP divided by T. So which is equal to what? EP is equal to mgh divided by T. So what is the value of m here? Which is equal to 15, which is given in the problem statement. G has given as 10. Time height is given as how much? It is equal to 675 divided by 100. 675 divided by 100. So I am going to take it as the numerator. So the time taken here it is given as 9 seconds. 9 only. So it is going to be divisible by 9. So 9 ones are 9. How much the 67? 9 sevens are 63. Remains 4. It becomes 45. So 9 fives are 45. 0 0 get cancelled. 0 0 get cancelled. 75 5 how much? It is equal to 375 watts. So therefore power is equal to 375 watts. Therefore the power of the boy is 375 watts. It is equal to how much? 375 watts. So this is the answer of the question number 11.8. So let us consider the example number 11.9 now. An electric bulb of 60 watt is used for 6 hours a day. Calculate the units of energy in 1 day by the bulb. So what they are given? They are given the power of the bulb as 60 watt and they are given the time taken by that bulb is 6 hours. So we have to calculate the total energy in units, that is nothing but in kilowatt hour. We have to calculate it. So let us consider the given data here. So what they are given here? They are given the power of the bulb. Power of the bulb. So which is equal to how much? It is equal to 60 watt. And they are given the time taken in 1 day. Time taken by the bulb in 1 day. That is equal to 6 hours. So we have to calculate the electrical energy here. Electrical energy consumed. So it is E is equal to question mark, right? So we have to calculate the electrical energy consumed in kilowatt hour. So if you check here, 1 unit is equal to 1 kilowatt hour. If you check here, it is given in the watt and it is given in the hours. So we have 1 unit as hour, but to get kilowatt hour, we should convert watt into the kilowatt. For that reason, what I am going to do here, I am going to divide it by the 1000, so it is going to become kilowatt hour. So it will be 60 divided by 1000 is equal to kilowatt. Right. So if we write in kilo here, kilo is equal to 10 raised to 3, 10 raised to 3 and 10 raised to 3 get cancelled. It remains with the 60 watts. So 60 watt can be written as 60 divided by 1000 kilowatts. So therefore energy is equal to, energy consumed is equal to power into time taken. So therefore E is equal to, what is the power here? 60 divided by 1000 into time taken is equal to how much? It is equal to 6 hours. So 60 into 6 is equal to how much? It is equal to 360 divided by 1000. 0 0 get cancelled. If anything is divided by 100, we have to remove 2 decimal points. So we have to give 2 decimal points, so that 0.36 joules, 0.36 minutes. Therefore, electrical energy consumed is equal to 0.36 kilowatt hour, or you can give it as 0.36 units. So here energy consumed. So here energy consumed by the bulb is 0.36 units. 0.36 units. And here your chapter is completed. I hope everything is clear about this topic. So in the next class we are going to see the exercise questions. Up to that point, thank you. Take care, stay well, stay home.